battles. Tamale edition, a la verga. Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we are reviewing La Comida in the 956. Pues órale, okay, what's up? Today we are reviewing tamales. But I just want to say something before I start the video, and let me address the elephant in my mother's basement where I'm filming from. You're going to notice that my hands are really jacked up, and I have a lot of scars. And I just want to say, I have cats, and one of them in particular can be a real dildo. Mira, look at my hands. ¿Verdad? Pues vete a la verga. I'm just kidding. ¿Quién te quiere, pendejo? Okay, vete a la verga. Moving on. So this is episode 1. And let me explain to you how this all started. So this girl, Sarah, goes on in Facebook and she's like, oh my god, like Delia's tamales aren't even all that. Lupita's is like way better. A huevo. You know this. And then everybody was like, what did she say? She is crazy. And then she was like, just saying. And then they were like, conjure tits. And then she was like, no. And then I was like, okay, everybody calm the down. I got these. So then I decided, pues, ¿sabes qué? You know what? I need to try this out for myself, man. So I decided, pues, you know what? Let me make un video, you know what I mean? Pues, tú sabes. So now I get to compare the infamous Delia's Tamales to Lupita's Tamales out of Las Milpas, Texas. Shout out to Las Milpas one time. And I'm going to do a taste-by-taste tamale comparison. Hey, look at those big words, eh? That's right, I got my GED, huh? Guachale. Now, most people are going to be familiar with La Delia because she has a lot of locations in the valley. Whereas La Lupita, well, she just has uno. And how many does Delia's have exactly? Pues I don't know. She could have like 3 or 4 or 5. I mean, they're like kids. Nobody really knows how many they have around here until income tax season. Now, the one on the left is Delia's, and the one on the right is Lupita's. And let me just go ahead and say it, because I know some of you haters are already thinking it. Yes, the tamale on the right is gacho greasy, and yes, that one is Delia's. But don't start giving it just yet, even though it is greasy, like a kid in junior high, desperately hoping that the oxybats that his mama bought him are going to halal, but they just let him down instead. They called me Pimple Boy. Why? You oxypads. You were supposed to have my back. No, está bueno, no hay pedo. Moving on a la verga. Now, watchale, you can pick up Lupita's tamal and órale, está clean, homes, está limpio. Mira, no le dieron shine. Now, let's pick up La Delia's tamal. Órale, watchale, look at all the grease. It's like the owners were like, ¿sabes qué? Dale shine. Now, look at my fingers, wait, no A ver, cameraman, can we get a close-up? Right now. A ver, dale zoom in, Ahí está, íralo. Now the viewers at home can see toda la grease. La grease lightning. Moving on. The weight is pretty much the same, tú sabes. I mean, I don't have a scale right now to give you an accurate measurement because I loaned it to my cousin who was going to measure some baking powder, but whatever. Speaking of weight, let me talk to you about the precio. Check it, mira. La Delia's, depending on the kind of filling, tú sabes, normally averages around $8 a dozen. And Lupita's, again, depending on the flavor, feeling, normally averages about $6 a dozen. But don't make up your mind just yet, eh? Porque we all know that more expensive doesn't necessarily mean better. For example, Ruby Tuesdays versus Whataburger. Pues que se va la chingada, $15 burger. Ahora, now we're gonna talk about the texture, the feel of it, eh? Órale, pues, La Lupita's feels a lot like the wax from a vela. You know, like the kind of bunch of football fans from the valley light up when they want their team to win. Órale, pues now it's time for the taste test. Nom, 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 nom. Ooh, very, very good. Pues that wasn't that bad, eh? But it still felt like I was tasting a candle, pa' que te echo mentiras. Ahora it's time for La Delia. Y pues guacha, as you can see, mucha grease. Greasy, greasy, grease. A estos vatos les valió y dijeron, dale shine. Well, let's break it in half real badass in slow motion for the camera real quick. Oh, les gustó. Ya sé que sí. Moving on. Ahora, let's take a taste. Oh, nom, 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 nom. Pues texture-wise, it has these lines right here, and they feel con madre. A ver, drop test. No, I'm just kidding. Pero back to the taste. Pues, you know, I hate to say it, but I think it tastes better because of the grease, you know. And that should be normal because it is a Mexican delicacy. And the greasier, you know, in this culture, pues, sometimes it tastes better. So, hey, I hate to say it for all you health-conscious people out there. Pero, pues, it tastes really good. So it looks like Delia's is the winner. I'm sorry, Lupita's. I wanted the underdog to win, but I guess the majority of the people in the valley can't be wrong for a reason. But mira, as a consolation prize, pa' que no se agüiten, for all you hell freaks out there, watchale, a side-by-side comparison. Oh, mi GD. You can see here that the Lupita's tamal is thinner because it uses less masa, and therefore, that's not as bad. It's still like eating 3 hamburgers, but in Mexican culture, it's not that bad. You ladies are still going to get hits like your tias and mothers, but it's not that bad. Well, let me wrap this up, a la ver. Join us next time when we do a very requested battle and finally settle the score once and for all on who has the better tacos between 5 Mile and Las Milpas in a taco battle. Orale. This has been Local Food Battles, and like my grandma always used to tell me and my cousins, lávanse en el culo. And if you like what you see, no sean pinches, don't forget to subscribe, and go to el Facebook y dale un like. And if you have 2 restaurants you would like to see in a battle, pues let me know in the comments below. Orale, se la tallan.